Number 5. The Nepenthes Hotel Welcome to the Jungle. Literally. The Nepenthes, or tropical pitcher plants, are the most famous of all the leafy assassins. Some species grow pitchers big enough to swallow frogs, lizards, and yes, small rodents. If you were the size of a mouse wandering through Borneo, this thing would look like a chalice left behind by a god with poor hygiene. It smells like rotting fruit. The rim gleams with nectar. And just below that slick edge is a pit of enzyme soup. Step too far and slip. You'd fall into a pool where the air is humid, the surface is oily, and the sides are coated in wax so smooth that even Spider-Man would slide down it. The more you try to climb, the slicker it gets. Then your muscles weaken, your lungs fill with fluid, and the enzymes begin their work. Some Nepenthes species even have a tag team partnership with animals. Tree shrews perch on the rim to lick the nectar, and poop directly inside the pitcher. The plant digests the droppings for nitrogen. That's right. It invented poop-based mutualism. So whether it's eating frogs or freeloading off mammals, Nepenthes proves that in nature, there's no such thing as dignity. Number 4. The butterwort buffet. You wouldn't think a flat, harmless-looking leaf could kill anything. But the butterwort is the kind of plant that wins by pretending to be boring. Its leaves are coated in a greasy film that makes them shine like they've been dipped in olive oil. To an insect, that shimmer says moisture. To the plant, it says dinner bell. Once a bug lands, it gets stuck in a mix of mucus and digestive enzymes. Tiny hairs detect the movement, and the leaf slowly curls inward like a green tongue, pressing the victim deeper into the goo. If you were an ant, this would feel like sinking into a wet pancake that smells faintly of acid. Within a few hours, your body turns to nutrient paste, leaving only your exoskeleton as decor. Here's the twist. Butterworts aren't just serial killers. They're clean freaks. After digestion, they shed the old leaf and grow a fresh one. Spotless and shiny, ready for the next guest. Basically, the butterwort is like a hotel that burns down and rebuilds itself after every checkout. Nature's customer service at its finest. Number 3. The death by fragrance scheme. Let's talk about one of the cruelest strategies in the botanical playbook. Weaponized perfume. Carnivorous plants don't just sit around waiting for a bug to stroll by. They lure them in with chemistry so seductive, it makes Chanel No. 5 look like bug spray. The scents mimic decaying fruit, nectar, even pheromones. To your average fly, that smell says, free buffet, baby. To the plant, it says, dinner incoming. Once the insect lands, every exit leads to pain. Some get glued, some drowned, some dissolved alive. But all of it started with one whiff of eau de doom. Even worse, some plants adjust their fragrance based on hunger. When they've digested enough, they smell less enticing. When they're starving, they crank up the scent to 11. Imagine your fridge releasing perfume every time it wanted you to open it. So, if plants could text, the message would be simple. Hey, you up? I'm starving. Number 2. Digestive juices and slow death. If you've ever overcooked spaghetti, congratulations. You've basically simulated what happens inside a carnivorous plant. Let's say you're a fly, and you've fallen into the slimy pit of a pitcher plant, or the sticky folds of a sundew. At first you're just stuck, uncomfortable, maybe humiliated. But then the plant starts releasing digestive fluids filled with enzymes, like proteases and phosphatases. These bad boys break down proteins, fats, and nucleic acids. Basically, everything that makes you, you. From the plant's point of view, you're not dying, you're being downloaded. Your molecules become nutrients. Nitrogen from your muscles, phosphorus from your DNA, potassium from your guts, all absorbed and converted into plant fuel. It's recycling with extra steps. And this isn't quick. You don't go out in a burst of glory. It's slow, chemical, inevitable. Your body liquefies over hours or even days. The plant doesn't chew, it dissolves. You're not being eaten, you're being studied by enzymes that don't even know your name. It's digestion without mercy, biology without morality. The ultimate you are what you eat. Only this time, you're the what. So next time someone says plants are peaceful, just remember, somewhere in a bog, a leaf is sipping on what used to be a beetle's soul. Number 1. What if it ate you? All right, let's get uncomfortably hypothetical. What if you, yes, full-sized, human you, were eaten by a carnivorous plant? Good news. Most of them are too small. Bad news. If they weren't, you'd be in for a horribly boring death. First, your foot would sink into something that feels like warm jelly. You'd try to pull back, but the surface would suck tighter, like quicksand mixed with honey. Then the air would thicken. You'd smell fermentation, sweetness, and decay. You'd start sliding down a slick tunnel, walls coated in wax and slime, every movement draining your strength. Once inside, you'd float in an acidic bath that's too weak to kill instantly, but strong enough to burn like a slow chemical peel from hell. Hours pass. The enzymes start working on your skin, muscles, eventually breaking cells apart, atom by atom. Your hair floats like kelp, your breath turns to bubbles, and above you, sunlight filters through the translucent leaf ceiling. A warped green glow, nature's version of a cathedral window. Eventually, you'd stop struggling. The plant would digest you bit by bit, until all that's left are minerals and silence. No evil laughter, no horror movie drama, just chemistry doing its job. So yeah, being eaten by a carnivorous plant wouldn't be quick, loud, or cinematic. It would just be humbling. A reminder that even in nature, the quietest things can be the most terrifying. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.